Hey, it's me, Lucas Roth, CFA, CPA, and Realtor. I'm here to help you make money in real estate. I'm going to walk you through a low appraisal, what happens, all right? So, low appraisals, super fun. I love this stuff, man. Low appraisals. Yeah, okay. So, here's what's happened. Let's put the numbers on here. Let's say the contract price was $500,000. But then the appraised value came in at $400,000. Okay, just to use big round numbers. So that's what's happened. Okay, so the first thing that's going to have to happen is the buyer is going to deliver a notice to the seller that, hey, FYI, there was a low appraisal. Okay, we had a price of $500,000 that we had agreed on. But the appraiser only says it's worth $400,000. So the notice goes to the seller. Now the ball's in the seller's court, okay? Seller has three options, okay? First option, seller can drop to the appraised price. So if the seller just says, okay, fine, I'm going to go with the appraised value of $400,000, done deal. The buyer is not going to renegotiate anything else because they've gotten the price down to what the appraised value was. And so we're moving to closing at that lower price. That's the seller's option. But as you can imagine, sellers oftentimes don't do that. Okay. So they've got two other options. The second option that they have is they can ask for a reappraisal. So this works sometimes, but a lot of times the lender is not just going to say, oh, you didn't like that value? Okay, we'll just get a new value and just send out more appraisers, right? So oftentimes the lender will reject that and say, okay, we understand that you don't like that appraisal, but that's an independent appraiser and we trust him or her, right? And so we're not going to send out another appraiser. This is the value we're working with. So if that's the case, the seller doesn't want to drop, the lender won't reappraise, then what happens is the buyer and seller have to renegotiate. So as you can imagine, this is what ends up happening a lot of the time, is the buyer and seller just have to talk it out. How much does the buyer want to buy? How much does the seller want to sell? And they figure out something in between, okay? So let's say in this example that they find a new price that they agree on and it's $450,000, okay? Just for fun, we'll say that. Now I'm going to walk you through real quick the calculation of how that affects the buyer's down payment, because the buyer's down payment is what bears the brunt of this impact on the price. Okay, so I'll explain that to you. So, original scenario was that the price was $500 and the buyer was going to get 80% loan to value. Okay. And that means that the loan was going to be $400,000 and the down payment was going to be $100,000 down. Okay. That was what was going to happen. That's what would have happened if it had appraised at $500 at the contract price. However, it appraised at $400, right? So the appraised value, that is what the lender is going to use no matter what. They're not going to use the contract price that was original. They're not going to use the new contract price. They're always going to use the appraised value, okay? So what I'm going to do is put that right here. This is what happens, the new scenario. Okay, so what's happened is the appraised value, like I said, the bank's going to use the appraised value. $400,000 is the appraised value. They're still going to stay with their same 80% loan to value. Okay? Do that math, and they're going to say, okay, max loan is $320,000. So this is the limit of what they're going to loan because they're only going to loan 80% of the value, and they believe that the value is the appraiser. So what you have is a price of $450, a loan of $320. So the difference is obviously your down payment. Okay. So the buyer was going to pay $100,000 down for a price of $500,000. But even though the price is now $450,000, so the price went down, but his down payment went up by $30,000. How does it look? Low appraisals. LucasRoth.com. Check me out on my website. Hope you like the video. Hope it helps you. Hit like, hit subscribe. Get crazy. You know what I'm saying? Hit subscribe. It's okay. Thanks for watching the video.